am so excited to kind of share behind the scenes of putting curriculum together and organizing all of those kinds of details. I am filming this early. I am starting this at the beginning of March, and you won't see this until sometime in April, maybe May. And I'm not even sure if this is going to be a 1-part or 2-part kind of little series here, but I thought I would kind of take you guys along how I am organizing curriculum as it comes in and everything like that. Before we get started, welcome to this House of Walls. My name is Ashley, and on this channel I love to share all things books and homeschooling, and we are knee-deep in homeschooling stuff right now, and I can't wait to kind of take you along as I kind of get stuff together. So I do have some things here on the table. The cat is also on the table, so if you see her moving around, she's here too. Let's see. I think we're going to start with supplies. I haven't bought a bunch of supplies yet. Like I said, as I'm starting to film this, it is the beginning of March. I am not going to post this until after I have released what our plans are for the fall. So this is going to be you're going to get little snippets as I'm kind of going through stuff and boxes come in and curriculum is getting printed, everything like that. So I don't know a whole lot. I think supplies, I will get some more whiteboard markers, maybe some more pens, pencils, things like that. Our main thing that I got so far are these spiral notebooks. They are like an interactive notebook. I'm actually going to open this package up. I saw Homeschool of Bel Air on her Instagram. She had these notebooks and I thought that they looked really nice. We have definitely gotten into more of the interactive notebooking. That's definitely what we do for history. And since both my kids are going to be on Build Your Library, it was a must that we got some decent notebooks that we can write in and glue and whatever else needs to be done. Alright, so here is one of them. So it does have a pocket that you can put kind of like a binder cover in, and so that'll be really cool. Let's see, on the inside there's a little pocket, and then there are two, what do they call them? They're like storage things. So you can they're little envelopes that you can store things in. So I think that'll be great for things like narration cards that come with Build Your Library. We will definitely need some kind of little storage. I like that it has a table of contents. And then I just like how the pages are set up. They're like this. They are not perforated. Our problem right now is we have a different 5-star notebook, but they are perforated. And so my son, who's doing Build Your Library currently, the pages are starting to rip out because we're gluing stuff on and they get heavier. So overall, I am really liking the look of this. I think that it's going to be fantastic. I did get, it was like a 6-pack, so I have all kinds of different colors. And I'm thinking definitely both my kids are going to use these for Build Your Library. I'm not quite sure what else we will use it for. Thank you. Cat's playing with a pencil. As you can see, that's her little head right there. I like that I have these handy, and as I get more into the actual planning and putting curriculum together, how I want it to be organized, I think that'll be really nice to have a stack of these. Let's get into some of the language arts things that I have so far. For my rising 4th grader, I have sequential spelling, handwriting without tears, the cursive, word roots, and editor-in-chief. So I already have those. I have just kind of slowly started getting them and just kind of holding on to them. First, I like to be able to get curriculum and really look at it and see, will this work for my kids? And then for my older son, he has sentence diagramming, word roots, and editor-in-chief. Now, something else, I have been doing a lot of printing, mostly history stuff, but I am getting into this language arts component, and that is Beowulf's grammar. Definitely my 4th grader is going to be using this. I might do my rising 8th grader on this, and I think that it would just be a good review for him. He's really good at grammar, but this might just be kind of a different kind of fun thing for him to do. So far, I have only printed off the teacher's guide and the review pages. The student pages are over 500 pages. And my printer sometimes will work nicely and sometimes it won't. The PDF file leaves blank pages, which in sense is nice, but if my printer gets off at all, then that totally screws up those like blank pages that they're supposed to have. So I do need to get into printing that more. And then I have a stack of history. Both my kids are doing Build Your Library next year. If you saw the curriculum videos that I haven't created yet as I'm filming this. So my 4th grader is going to be doing level 3 and my 8th grader is doing level 7. So a while ago I printed off just the sample pages so that I could start getting some of the books. There is a lot of books and I want to be able to have them. I don't want to have to go through in the middle of the school year and find books at the library or from Amazon, anything like that. We have a fantastic used bookstore here that I've been able to get quite a few books from. And then later on, I do have some more books coming from Book Outlet and Amazon, so I'm going to do an unboxing, but that's what I have so far. I have printed off, so I have level 3, I haven't bound it yet, you guys are going to come along with all of that. Now, level 3 uses Story of the World Book 3 as a main spine, and I was actually able to get it. Well Trained Mind was having a fantastic sale, and then I got like a scratch and dent book, and it didn't really have any scratches or dents or anything, so it was a great deal. And so I also picked up the PDF for all of the like different activities. Will we use any of these? I don't know, but it was maybe like $15 for these. Like it wasn't much at all. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to get them and have it. So these are all more of like the teacher pages. And then I did go ahead and I printed off all of these student pages. And these I am going to leave unbound. That's why they're already in this little folder. And if we use any of them throughout the year, I will pull them out and we'll glue them into our Build Your Library notebook. And then for my 8th grader, I have printed level 7. And so again, I will bind this. And then I will also take you along how I am setting up their interactive notebooks and everything like that. So that is that. Now, Build Your Library, it does cover a wide range of things. Art, history, literature, readers, science, poetry. I think that's it. And then my 8th grader, his is very geography heavy, so he doesn't have a lot of history this year. It's going to be more geography. So I think that the last thing that I want to share right now in this little clip, because it's already getting long, this is going to be a multi-series thing going. My son and I just went to our favorite used bookstore. I have a ton of credits, and so I'm trying as much as I can to get some of these Build Your Library resources used. So these are not marked in any way, shape, or form. I will have a whole different video of all the books and components that are going into each level of Build Your Library. So these are just what I picked up in no particular order. So I have Book Uncle and Me, The Dreamer, The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making, 100 Dresses, and 26 Fairmont Avenue. So that was a nice little find. I don't know how many more books I'm going to be able to get used. I think I'm going to have to start turning to Amazon. Luckily, Amazon has a bunch of used books, so I'm just going to have to kind of go through and see what I can find. On that note, that's where I'm going to leave this part right now. I'm not sure where I will pick up next. It might be, I think tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to have a bunch of books arriving. That's just from Amazon, and then I do have a book outlet. So there might be some unboxing. There might be me trying to print Beowulf grammar and seeing how that goes. I know in the past Beowulf's grammar used to be in like 4 different PDFs, and that probably would have been so much easier than one massive PDF. But that's what I have, is the massive one. I'll be back. All right, it's a couple days later. I have a bunch of books that have come in. I have more coming in, but this pile has gotten pretty large, and so I am going to just unbox them now. I have been holding off. I definitely love to open boxes as they come in, but I wanted to film it. This is what I have. So, Amazon, book outlet, and then I went to a local used bookstore, but they also have some new books. And it was great, and it worked out that I got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So this was a new edition, but I, for myself, bought some used books, and so there was a sticker here that said I got an extra 20% off because I bought used books. So this is one of them. Now let's get into some of these. This one already came open, so thank you, Amazon, for that. I don't know what levels these are. There will be another video where I share all of this stuff, but in the meantime, I'm just going to share what's coming in. So, Older Than Dirt, A Wild But True History of Earth. So this looks like it'll be really cool. Ooh, it's a graphic novel. Perfect. And What's Smaller Than a Pygmy Shrew. So there's that. Cool. Next package. Alright, Adam's Atomic Adventures. Looks like a little chapter book. And Rising Seas, Flooding, Climate Change, and Our New World. This one looks like it will be very good and informative. This one. Alright, Whaling Season, A Year in the Life of an Arctic Whale Scientist. That sounds really cool. Actual pictures. I am loving some of these books so far. So that sounds really cool. I ordered these, I think like all on the same day, and they have come in a million different packages. Alright, Kids of Kabul, Living Bravely Through a Never-Ending War. This will be really good to read. So this one, it is, like each chapter features a different child. That looks really good. Alright, last one from Amazon. This one has more than one, which is nice. Alright, we have The Story of Marie Curie. We may still have, I don't know if I do, we have George Washington. This will be good. Where is the Taj Mahal? We absolutely love these books. I can't believe that we didn't have this one, but we didn't, so now we do. There's an airplane overhead, so if you hear that, and I might pause. It's gone. I love poetry books. This one looks really good. This is This Same Sky, a collection of poems from around the world. So it's just black and white with all the poems in it. Yeah, that looks cool. Mesmerized, how Benjamin Franklin solved a mystery that baffled all of France. Cute little picture book. Ooh. I think this is for my youngest, and I think that he is gonna love this. And then we have Tree of Life, the incredible biodiversity of life on Earth. Ooh, very cool. I love these kinds of science informational books. Then I have Book Outlet. It's going to take me a second. It did come plastic wrapped, which is very nice because it arrived this morning, and I don't know that it was still raining, but everything was wet because we had rain all day yesterday. So here we are. They have these cute little pull tabs. They never work well. Yeah, that's what it does. Right. This is filled with books. I am so excited. This is definitely a great option for Book Outlet because some of these books I got for like $2 or $3. How to Think Like a Scientist, Answering Questions by the Scientific Method. It's just little black and white kind of story. Backyard Bears, Conservation, Habitat Changes, and the Rise of Urban Life. This looks like another one of those really cool, kind of like that whaling one. Picture of a bear. There we are. Bear. All right. Oh, another one like that. So we have the octopus scientists exploring the mind of a mollusk. These look amazing. I am so excited. Let's do this one, and then I think we get into more like chapter books. So we have In the Beginning, Creation Stories from Around the World. I do know this goes with level 7 because it talks about what people all around the world think of how the world was created, not just one belief. So this looks really cool. And then some chapter books. So we have Across the Pond, The Story That Cannot Be Told, Ancestor Approved, Intertribal Stories for Kids. While I Was Away, The Bone Sparrow, When Stars Are Scattered. This one, it actually says $9.36. I did not spend that. Probably $6 or less. And this one, ooh, very cool. Another graphic novel. All right, back to last 2 books, a little bit of science books. The Book of Ingeniously Daring Chemistry, 24 Experiments for Young Scientists. Last book for this haul. I do have more coming in. I'm not sure if I'm going to film them all. We'll see. But, oh, The Snake Scientist. So we have another one of those really cool books. Snakes are not my favorite, but a great way to study them. All right, that's what I have for the haul. I'll be back for more later. All right, I am back. It's the next day. I am sitting here, a little bit of a different angle of the schoolroom here because we're going to talk about the printer. I'm sitting here with my laptop. I need to print the Guest Hollow student pages. It's a lot. Just the whole document of the student pages are 536 pages, and it's a lot. Like I said, I really wish that they had kept it into like 4 separate documents because I think that that would have been so much easier to bite off and chew. Now, they do have it set up that they leave blank pages. My main concern is that if my printer gets off, which it frequently does, I won't be able to fix it. Like, then I'll get pages that should have a blank back, but don't. And so I'm concerned about that. And I don't want to be wasteful of all this paper. I did just place a Target order for more paper because along with whatever's up in the printer tray, I only have this. Obviously not enough. I think what I'm gonna do is print it one-sided. It's a lot of paper. It's gonna have to go into a massive binder that will just kind of pull out the pages as needed. And that's fine. And that's just how we're gonna make it work because I have sat here for a while trying to figure out how the best way, easiest way to do this. I have looked at getting it professionally printed and it was gonna be over $90 to do. That's not in our budget, especially when I have a printer that can print it. I just have to make some adjustments. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start printing this. I do have some more books coming today, so I will show that in the next clip. Let's keep setting up our curriculum. I am not going to print, I'm not gonna print the first page yet because I will probably do that on cardstock and have that done that way. Also, I don't know how many pages I have. Maybe I'll just do like the first 75 pages and see where that gets me. All right. You know, it also has a bunch of pages in the front of like table of contents that I'm like just sitting here scrolling through. It also has the introduction. I'm not going to print that. So finally we are at page 14 where you're meeting the characters that are in this curriculum and then it gets into it. Okay, so now I know I'm not going to print the first 14 pages. I don't need it. Let's do through 80. I should have that amount of paper. Until Target lets me know that my order is ready. One-sided, color, because this one has to be printed in color. And let's go. Why is it saying my printer is offline? And it's flattening all the pages. apparently I just need to go through all those papers hanging there and kind of clean that up a little bit because that looks super cluttered. I don't know why I put to only do those pages and it started printing from the very end, but I already have some of those pages printed again from when I was trying to print earlier. This is that one thing of homeschooling that I love, having the PDF files and that we can kind of do with it what we want, but also it's annoying. Now it's showing pages 14 through 80. I hope this works. Alright, one other thing, and then I'm just going to let that sit and print. It's really annoying. The blank pages, it still prints off on it. So I think I'm just going to collect all of these blank pages, and I'm going to use the other side of it. On that note, I will be back later with an update and maybe some books to show you. Alright, I want to show you what I've been working on. So I have a big binder. I don't even know if this one is going to be big enough for all the pages because I am putting kind of everything into one binder. So luckily, years ago, like our first year of homeschooling, I bought a bunch of these and binders and everything because I didn't have a spiral binder yet. So I have this. Tab 1, I have the teacher's manual. So everything that I need in here. Now, luckily, I think I'm printing the student pages the correct way because this is supposed to have this on the back. So even for my teacher's guide, it got all messed up in the printing. And then in tab 2, can I do this one-handed? All right, tab 2, I have what I have so far for the student pages. It is printing beautifully. So I am happy with how this is. And then tab 3 are all of the review pages. So that is what I have so far. I'm going to see what else I can print before my paper comes in. Back for a little update. Millie's here with me. Printer's printing. I just got more paper. Had a little hiccup with Wi-Fi. Got that figured out. I did take a second and I laminated fronts and backs of things that I'm going to spiral bind. But I also got some more books, so let's open those, because those are kind of fun. We have The Rabbits, a little picture book. And then I got A World in a Drop of Water, Exploring with a Microscope. Ooh, super cool. Kind of wish maybe there was in color, but I guess it doesn't matter. Very cool. Next one. Oh, very cool. All right, Poetry of Science. So it is all just in black and white, but they're all, so like this one is push and pull, the other one ask and investigate, so that lab safety, what do scientists do, surviving disasters, ecosystems. This looks really cool. 3 more books added to the pile. All right, I am back for an update. I am about to give a big clean to this room and set up. I need to film another video that's going to go out tomorrow as I'm filming this. So here's what I have so far. I have laminated and bound together everything. I think at this point, the only thing that I don't have are some books and resources and math programs. I don't have math programs yet because Math with Confidence grade 4 isn't out at the time of this filming. And the math that my 8th grader will be using, there's only a 15-month video subscription for it, so I'm holding off as long as I can to purchase that. But here's what I have. So here is my level 3, all printed and bound for Build Your Library. Here is the Story of the World. Like I said, I bought the teacher's guide. I think it'll offer just some extra things if we would like. Level 7. Yeah. I did at one point I hole punched the wrong side, but that's okay. It was only like one grouping. Here's my Layers of Learning Writers Workshop. It's kind of really annoying. So they say that you need a binder with things in it, but they don't tell you how to set it up. you have to purchase a different thing that is like $5 or $6 to be able to know how to set up your binder. So I'm still kind of going back and forth with that. I feel like that's really, really annoying that I've already purchased the curriculum and now I have to purchase another thing to be able to use it. So we'll see. There might be enough information in here that I don't need it, but this is all printed and bound. This took a while, printing front and back color. There was a time, all right, so you can see here, my printer got really mad and started not acting how it should. Oh, here you can see. So then it got off, so I had to stop the print and clean everything and then start printing again. But that looks really, I'm excited about this. I think that this will be really cool. I printed off word ladders. So years ago, I was able to find the PDF forms of these. So I just printed it, and then these are binder covers. I don't know, maybe from Teachers Pay Teachers, and they were just free. And so I was able to just use that. And then Beowulf's Grammar. So these student pages are so big that they had to go into a 2-inch binder all on their own. So this one has the teacher's manual, which you can see right here. And then in tab 2, I put the review pages. And then this is all the curriculum. And it's a lot. I will say printing it one-sided worked well, because I think it would have definitely gotten off at some point and screwed it up. There's a lot of blank pages though, and it's really annoying that it still prints off that that page is left blank. I wish it didn't do that because I wasted a bunch of paper because of that. I was able to reuse some of it. Let me see if I can find a page. So like here, I reused it and printed on the other side. The back, I just left a tab so that as we use pages, I'm just going to put them into the back so that it'll always be open to where we are. All right, so that is what I have so far. It is a lot, but I'm kind of done with this part of planning. Like I said, there's just some more books and resources. So this might be the end of part 1. I might come back with part 2 later as I'm kind of more setting up a planner and getting more resources in and things like that. So if you have watched to this point, thank you so much. I thought it would be kind of interesting to show like the behind the scenes of, yeah, great, I have all these curriculum things for my kids, but how did I get to that point? Stay tuned and part 2 will be coming soon.